strikes on Iran power plants after productive talks on ending war. This is good news. So before he gave 48 hours ultimatum to Iran, saying he would illegally strike there.
Let's hold on right there. Let's hold on because first and foremost, Iran said they not aware of no talking. Iran ain't talking right now. Iran just dropping. Iran just pulling up right now. That's what's going on. Don't let this man lie to you. That's all he been doing since he been in here is just lying and lying and lying and lying. And just getting out of control at this point. He's sending Marines over there. Was you trying to spare him some time to get there? Senate need to act. Congress need to. House of Representatives need to act. The Supreme Court need to step in and be like, yo, this is out of order. Nobody told you you could go launch no invasion or any type of strikes or whatever. But as we see, all these people is backed by that other country, right? Like there's only like 6 congressmen or some or senators that don't take no money from this country. They got lobbyists giving money to persuade and give the interest to them. That's why you don't have no free health care, cause all the money going over there to them. But let him continue.
Power plants, and Iran would have done the same thing to them. It would have been mayhem. But he's now extended it to 5 days. He thinks he's a deal maker. That's what's going on over here. It would have been a nightmare scenario. So today's the 23rd of March at 1 p.m. This is good news. They're talking about fully ending the war. The price of oil is going to cause him a lot of problems, especially with his hopes to bring down interest rates. And could it maybe even kill off the dollar quicker than it's going to end? But anyway, this is good news. Let's see how this goes. On Polymarket, it's a predictive market. I only use it for looking at the odds. The odds of the Iran war ending before March the 31st have increased, and lots of anonymous accounts have been opened up, and they've been putting big money on it ending before then. It's people linked.
Yeah, cause that's all they're doing is manipulating the markets right now, manipulating the stock market, right? They letting the plan that he had in place was to make all his billionaire friends super billionaires, right? And it's backfiring right now because they can't get any oil through, so it's destroying industries. Qatar, Abu Dhabi, what's the other one? UAE. That stuff is wrecked. Who is gonna put their money into that now? What millionaires gonna invest in out there right now with everything getting knocked out? And Iran is playing chess. They know you destroy these other people's infrastructures, then you really control the Middle East. So this is probably just a power play by Trump. Now that poly market, I'm gonna go look at it because it is odds. It's supposed to be like a predictive market. They don't call it betting because they got in trouble by the FCC and all these other people. So now it's just a prediction website like Kalshi. But I'm gonna go check at it and I'm gonna put that it's not gonna end on the 31st. I don't believe it. Things are getting super pricey. Gas prices, you can see people go on TikTok and see how much people paying for gas just to fill up their tank, and it's really hurting people. It's really crippling the economy. So if he does back out right now, I'll be highly surprised. Highly. Maybe it's not going the way he planned. He envisioned it on going.
To him, people in the know. At some point, he's going to go to jail for all this. But anyway, doesn't matter, right? So Donald Trump says the US and Iran have held talks on the complete and total resolution of hostilities in the Middle East. He says the talks resumed to postpone the threat. So the Iranians had offered a lot of concessions before strikes began, but because of the pro-Israel crowd, he had to strike Iran. In my 2 cents, my humble thoughts, he took a lot of money from Miriam Adelson. We're talking hundreds of million donations. Part of that, she said she wasn't prepared to say when asked about what the details were because she said it might be illegal. My gut feeling is it was to strike Iran. Plus, on top of that, he had Witkoff and his son-in-law, all negotiating on his behalf, all part of the pro-Israel crowd. Israel comes first to them, and a lot of people are pissed at Israel. This was their war. They dragged him into it. He's a buffoon for getting involved in this.
Facts.
But let's see. Let's hope they can find a way out of this war, because if he strikes their power plants, and number one, I think that's illegal. It's a war crime.
100%. 100% is a war crime. Knocking out people's infrastructure, then their ability to live. Pretty sure that goes against the rules of engagement. Y'all can look it up and fact check me and tell me I'm wrong.
But if the Iranians start doing it back to everywhere else, again, also illegal, and then start striking Dubai, UAE, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Israel, it's going to be a nightmare scenario. A nightmare. Iran gets a lot of its power. It's got a decentralized power plant. I think it gets 3% of its national total electrical supply from one plant. Not the same with the others. I've checked. You hit 5 sites in Israel, they're done. They're done. You've got power blackouts over there. Same with UAE. Same with lots of other smaller Gulf states in particular. The oil production, gas production would grind to a halt. Some of them are fairly self-sufficient, i.e. what they extract from the ground, they use that to provide electricity, but not all of them. Most of them don't do that. So, and it would have been a nightmare scenario, especially with Iran blockading the Straits of Hormuz. So let's hope, fingers crossed, Mr. Dealmaker over here, President Bitcoin, finds a way out of this. He needs to get out of this, otherwise he's going to jail. He's going to jail. If he loses the midterms, he gets impeached. If he gets impeached, he'll not only will he be removed as president, he will go to jail.
Facts.
I'm going to be honest with you. Everyone knows he's been fiddling the crypto market. Everyone knows. Not just him, his family, the people around him. Lots of them. His son-in-law, Kushner, he's been doing lots of dodgy business going on over there. Witkoff, yeah, he's got his own crypto firm as well, hasn't he? They've all got their own crypto firms. We all know what's going on. We would all hope to take money off the back of it. That's the truth here. Everyone knows this. That's why he's got most of his money tied up in crypto. Why? Because you can do a runner if most of your money's in crypto. If it's in properties, you're doomed. Let's see how this pans out. Fingers crossed. Everybody wants peace. Iran has, it needs time to recover. My gut feeling here is they'll ask for, they need to be able to start trading oil. Trump will probably agree because he needs the price of oil to come right down. Otherwise, we're going to have a cost of living crisis throughout most of the world. Why? Because the Israel lobby wanted to take out the Iranians. And it.
Yeah, he really just laid it all out for you. That's what I wanted y'all to see. Y'all could agree, y'all could disagree, but he really pinpointed every little point, everything. But some of y'all still gonna say Iran is wrong. Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up. Do not put no boots on the ground. Do not sacrifice no lives because of this other country. Start using that money to build back up America. That's it. That's his way out of this. Pull out, invest back in America, create jobs. What was the jobs report for February? 900,000 jobs lost? Come on now. Like, comment, subscribe.